In today's video, we're going to learn how to create catchy thumbnails like this from scratch. No previous skills needed. You can just follow my steps, and I will not even use my Photoshop. I will just use a free Photoshop version that is existed into the browser directly. So without any further ado, let's dig into that. To imagine this, you have just uploaded a masterpiece, pouring your heart and soul into creating the most incredible video ever. But wait, something is missing. Your video isn't getting the views it deserves. It's probably because you put all the effort into the content itself and you forgot something: the packaging of the video, which is the thumbnail and the title. Whether you're a vlogger, gamer, or any content creator, video thumbnail is your gate to success in YouTube. Believe me guys, this is my second YouTube channel, and the key success for this channel is crafting great thumbnails. Of course, in addition to the valuable content you will find here. So firstly, let me just tell you what makes a good thumbnail. It's not only that it looks good, there are some criteria in a good thumbnail. Firstly, we need the thumbnail to arouse curiosity, to bring a curiosity gap into the mind of your audience, and they want to fulfill it. So for example, here in this thumbnail, I'm targeting people that want to create this effect. So here is before and here is after, and that is exactly what you expect to learn in the video. So you need to create curiosity gap in addition to the title, of course, and then you can fill this gap with your valuable content in the video. The second point is you need to put a clear and direct message, because when you see thumbnails, you will probably see it in this size, very tiny size in your browser or in your mobile phone. So for example, this thumbnail example is not good. It's a bad thumbnail. Why? Because it has a lot of elements, and you need to put some effort to understand what is going on in this video. So when I change this thumbnail to this one, more direct and straightforward message, the views in this video has drastically changed. As you can see, this is exactly when I decided to change the thumbnail. So clear thumbnail is a very crucial thing. The last point I want to talk about is that you want to create catchy, contrasty thumbnails using contrasty colors, hot and cold colors, contrast in sizes. So I have my big face here, contrast in color, and putting some special effects and light effects to just make it pop, to grab attention to the video. Alright, enough talking, and let's see how can we create this thumbnail from scratch. So let's go. So if you have Photoshop, that would be great. You can follow along with me directly. But if you don't have Photoshop and you don't want to buy it or something, you can go to a website that is called Photopea, and it's basically a cloud Photoshop. So you can use it from anywhere from the browser directly. So let's open photopea.com, and I'll leave its link in the description. Okay, so let's start by creating a new project from here, and let's name it thumbnail, and the dimension will be 1920 by 1080p. You can make it smaller and then press create. Very cool. It's basically like a mini version of Photoshop or something, but it's enough if you want to use thumbnails like what I've done. Okay, so let's start by getting my image into the canvas, this one, and I want to tell you a tip here. Choosing the right images for your thumbnails is a very crucial thing, guys, because when you have some reaction in this image, as you can see right now, my image is well lit and it has dynamic lighting, the light coming from the right, and there are shadows, and it's basically a catchy image, and that is what we want to have if we want to grab attention to your images. Okay, so you need to take good images for your thumbnails. That's a big thing. And by the way, if you want to remove the background without using this Photoshop version, you can go to Adobe Express. The link will be in the description, and then let's scroll to this remove background section, press on it, and just upload your image, and it will take some time to remove the background for you in second, so you don't have to put a lot of effort here. As you can see, very good selection. And then let's download it, and we can just drag it and put it into Photopea. Very nice. Let's make it bigger.
Breaking chains I can't
Action of my
ignore.
face.
Sing the blues like it's the
And then
only
if we want
truth
to
I
remove this, we
know.
can simply create a mask from here. Press on this
Feel the
button, and
beats take
using the
me
brush,
where the
we can
shadows
make it
grow.
right click to make the brush bigger, and
Play the pain
black color.
from my fingers
Here
to
we can-
the sky.
Now let's bring a background for this image, and for this I
Tell me
chose
why I
this
gotta try.
background for YouTube, assuming that is something related to YouTube, you know. So you need to put something related to the content, as well as something that is not distracting the viewer from the main message. Then if you want to make the image bigger, you can just press here, transform controllers, and make it bigger. Now let's darken the background using some adjustments. If you don't find this adjustment panel, you can find it from here window and adjustment. Very nice. So let's create curves adjustment layer, and let's make the background a little
Midnight
dark,
sneaking through my
because we
door
want it to
again.
not grab
Got these
attention.
tired eyes fixed on
And
the
then
rain.
let's make the
Hearts
image
and
pop
pieces
more.
scattered on
We will
the
do
floor.
this by creating
This
a new
old
layer
guitar,
from
my
here,
only
and using
paramount.
the brush, let's right click, bring the soft rounded brush, make it a little bit bigger, and let's choose
Street
some
lights
color,
flickering a
some
ghostly glow.
orangey, maybe some color
Lonely
like
nights
this from the background.
everywhere
Let's
I
make it
go.
brighter,
Whiskey
okay,
bottle
and we can
lying
make the
on
brush
its side.
bigger.
Dreams all tangled, got no
Let's
place
paint
to hide.
some low
Sing the
effects
blues like it's
around.
the only truth I know.
This will make the image pop more. And let's change the blending
Feel the
mode
beats
to
take me
screen.
where the shadows
Very,
grow.
very nice. Now we can emphasize this glow effect
From my
using a new layer
fingers to
and
the
changing this color to a
sky.
very bright color like this.
Midnight blue,
Also
tell
change
me
the
why I
blending mode
gotta
to screen,
try.
and using the same soft rounded brush, I will put like this some touches. Very
Echoes
nice.
linger
Now
from
let's
the chords
create
I
some
strum.
inner
Every
glows, because
lonely
of course
note
these
my
highlights
heartbeat drums.
cast some lights
Darkness
into the image
whispers
itself. So
secrets
how
in
can
my
we do
ear,
this?
singing
I will
stories
basically
on
right click into the
midnight
image,
can
press
hear.
into blending options, and then let's go to inner glow from here, and let's choose
City's
some
sleeping, but my
bright
mind's awake.
orangey color
Every
from here,
memory,
something
the
like
ghost
this.
of a
Let's
mistake.
make it somehow bright,
Midnight
and press
creeping
OK,
through my veins
and let's
once more.
increase the
Breaking
size.
chains I can't
Glow
ignore.
like this. Very nice.
Sing the blues like it's the only
Pass.
truth I know.
And another thing I like to add is a stroke.
Feel the beats take me where the
Let's
shadows
change
grow.
this color into white, and I will show you a second why
Play the
I
pain
made
from my
this.
fingers to the
Then press OK,
sky.
maybe we can leave it as that.
Midnight blue.
And now let's press into this arrow, and into the effects, I will right click, press create layers. And by doing so, I'm just extracting these effects into separate layers so that I can mask it and control it separately. So let's start with the stroke, this one. I will create a mask from here, and using the brush, solid color, and let's bring the black and white colors from here. I'll press on this, and then let's just remove with the black color, remove this.
Midnight sneaking
Nice.
through my door.
Now let's
again.
bring this
Got
soft
these
rounded
tired
brush,
eyes
and
fixed on the
let's
rain.
just fade
Hearts
these.
and pieces scattered
What it
on
will
the floor.
do is this
old
bright
guitar,
spot
my only
gives you the effect of lights, you know. So let's remove it like this, and let's remove the effect.
Street lights flicker ghostly
Very,
glow.
very nice. So let's
Lonely
see.
nights
Before,
everywhere I
after.
go.
Very subtle, but looks
Whiskey
good.
bottle
Now
lying
let's go
on
to
its
this
side.
inner glow
Dreams all
effect and let's
tangled, got
control
no
it
place to
using the
hide.
masks. So
Sing the
get a
blues
mask.
like it's the
And maybe we
only
can
truth I
increase
know.
the flow of the brush, which is the intensity of the brush. And
Feel the
let's
beats
fade it.
take me where the shadows grow.
The effect to be exaggerated.
Play the pain from my fingers to the sky.
I will select all these layers by pressing Shift,
Tell me why
pressing into the
I
first
gotta
one, and then
try.
pressing Shift and pressing into the last one, and then pressing Alt Control T in Photopia. And if you are in
Echoes
Photoshop,
linger
you
from
just
the
press
chords I
Control T.
strum.
and
Every
let's make
lonely note, my heart beating drum.
and then press
Darkness
Enter.
whispers,
One last thing we
secrets in
can
my
do
ear,
in
singing
the image
stories on
is
me.
to
Midnight
create
creep.
another glow effect by choosing the same color from this orangey color, but the saturated one, and of course in a new layer. With the soft turned brush, I will just increase the flow. I will just put a touch like this, and then let's just toggle between the white and yellow. With the white color,
Sing the blues like it's the only
like this,
truth I
and
know.
then I will put another touch into the center of the first
Feel the beats
And
take
let's
me where the
change this
shadows grow.
blending mode of the layer into screen.
Play the
Let's
pain
put it
from my
somewhere.
fingers to the
Gives us
sky.
this glow effect, you know. But we need to make it smaller, so let's press
Tell me
Alt
why I
Control T,
gotta
and
try.
we can make it small like this, and maybe press Shift to change its shape like this. Alt and Shift. Change its orientation and press Enter. Maybe we can take another one by pressing Alt and dragging to create another copy. Oops. Copies. So let's put this here and pressing Alt Control T. Maybe reduce opacity. Quick pause. If you're interested in creating amazing visuals like this step by step, I have good news for you. Because my premium course, The Ultimate Guide to Photo Manipulation, is now released, and you can find it in the link in the description. In this course, I have explained all these projects in details. We have explained everything from putting images together, correcting lightness values, correcting saturation, correcting colors, and we have talked about how to paint light and shadow, how to put atmosphere effect, and adding the last final grading and color effects. You will find also the stock images used, the PSD files,
Sing the
and all
blues
the
like it's
brushes
the
used
only
in the
truth I know.
So if you want to take your photo manipulation skills to the next level, you are in the
Feel the
right place.
beats
The
take me
link in the
where the
description, and let's get back to the
shadows
video.
grow.
Now we can sharpen the image more.
Play
It
the
looks somehow blurred. So
from my
let's go to
fingers
filter
to the
and sharpen and
sky.
smart sharpen. And then let's increase the sharpness, so you can see
Tell me why I gotta
so
try.
much. It's okay. Let's see before, here's after. So let's go to the next thing, which is the text. So let's firstly put everything related to my image into a group by pressing into this layer and pressing Shift and pressing into the top layer, and then press Ctrl G. So now we can shift it. Very nice. Now it's time to put the text. So for this, I will grab this text tool, and then let's click anywhere like this, and let's write master thumbnails. Okay, so let's start with master, make it bigger.
Breaking
I will
chains,
put
I
all the
can't
text that I
ignore.
want into this text, and then I will
Sing the
double
blues
it.
like
Okay,
it's the
so
only
let's make
truth I
this
know.
word bigger. Press Enter, and then let's tweak
Feel
the
the
shape
beats
or the
take me
letters.
where the
So let's
shadows
go
grow.
to this paragraph or character
Play the
window,
pain
and let's
from my
change
fingers to
or
the
lower the tracking, which is
sky.
basically the distance distance between the letters. Okay, so something like this, I want it to be like contracted. This will give me the flexibility to make it bigger, like this. Very good. And now it's time to play with its style. And the way we will do this by pressing right click and pressing into blending options. Very nice. Let's start by gradient overlay. And for this one, I will choose maybe some bright gray, something like this. Then press OK. And next, let's go to this stain effect and let's change this into normal. You can play around with these styles and get whatever style that you want.
Got
But
these
for me, I
tired
will
eyes
just choose
fixed on the
this
rain.
white.
Hearts and pieces
Opacity,
scattered on the
reduce the
floor.
size, so it's
This
basically
old
this,
guitar,
this
my only
effect that you see in the text. I will, we can change it by pressing into the text and just playing around until you get
Street
satisfied.
lights flicker in a ghostly
So
glow.
something
Lonely nights everywhere I
this
go.
is good.
Whiskey bottle lying on its side.
Very nice.
Dreams all
And
tangled,
next,
got no
we can
place to
create a drop
hide.
shadow.
Sing the blues like
But
it's the
I will
only
reduce
truth
the
I
size.
know.
And will increase the opacity. And then I can
Feel the
change
beats take me where the shadows grow. Play the pain from my
We
fingers
can
to
create
the
also a
sky.
new structure like this 3D effect. So I will change its
Tell me
color
why
to
I
something
gotta
dark
try.
gray like this. Maybe make it bigger. Let's get back to the shadow. And
Echoes linger from the chords I strum.
now let's press OK. And then I can duplicate this layer by pressing Alt and dragging it. By pressing Shift, it will maintain the same. It will move only vertically like this. Okay, so I will put it here and let's double click on it and let's change
City's
this to
sleeping, but my
some
mind's awake.
nails.
Every
Very,
memory
very
that
nice. Now
goes
let's
still on the
change the
stage.
color of this. So
Midnight
let's go to
creeping
effects
through
and
my
let's
veins
go
once
to
more.
gradient overlay.
Breaking chains I
Double click
can't
on it
ignore.
and let's change it. For this we
Sing the
can
blues like it's the only truth I
color like
know.
this and some yellowish. We can make it brighter.
Feel the beats take me where the shadows grow.
Very nice. Let's move this S. Maybe
Play
we
the
can
pain
name it
from my
master
fingers to
thumbnail
the
design.
sky.
Let's change this into design.
Midnight blue.
And we can bring
Tell
some
me
cool
why I
icons
gotta
related
try.
to the thumbnail title or topic. So for this, I got this cool emoji and this Photoshop icon. So let's bring them put it here, and then let's make this smaller by pressing Alt Control T, and let's put it right here. Very nice. I want the whole typography part to be like a complete unit. Okay, and let's go to Photoshop icon. Let's press Alt Control T, and we can move it right here. Rotate it a little bit. Very nice. Let's put some effects in
Midnight's
this emoji
sneaking
by
through
pressing
my
double
door
click
again.
on it to bring the
Got these
blending options
tired
and
eyes
creating
fixed
a
on
drop
the
shadow.
rain. Hearts and
we can
pieces scattered
change
on the
this
floor. This
shadow
old guitar, my
rotation
only
to be like this.
paramour.
And maybe we can make it a little bit softer like this. That's enough. Press OK. And let's roll.
Street lights flicker in a ghostly
And for
glow.
the Photoshop icon,
Lonely
let's first
nights
make this
everywhere
text
I
bigger
go.
like this.
Whiskey bottle
Interfere with
lying
the
on
icon.
its side.
Let's bring this icon
Dreams all
here.
tangled, got no
And we can
place
put
to
some effects
hide.
on it. So right
Sing the
double
blues
click.
like it's the
Let's
only
create
truth I
firstly a
know.
stroke, the white color. Next
Feel
we
the
can
beats
create inner
take me
glow
where the
with
shadows grow.
bluish light like this.
Play the pain
Size
from
like
my
that.
fingers
And
to the
we
sky.
can create also outer glow but with
Midnight blue.
blue color.
Tell me why I my heart
So we
beating
can do
drum.
this by simply
Darkness
creating a
whispers
rectangle from
secrets in
here.
my ears,
So
singing
let's create a
stories
rectangle.
only midnight can hear.
This, and we can tweak it from this tool, which is direct selection tool. I will right click and choose direct selection, and let's select this point and let's
a mistake.
like this.
Midnight creeping through my
Very,
veins once more,
very simple.
breaking chains I can't ignore.
See,
Sing the blues like it's the
everything
only
related to
truth
text
I
into a
know.
group, selecting all the layers and pressing Ctrl G. Very nice. Now
Feel the
it's a
beats
solid
take me
unit,
where the
so we
shadows
can make it
go.
bigger if we want. So let's press Alt
Play
Ctrl
the
T.
pain
Bigger. And
from
one
my
final thing
fingers
I
to
like to do
the
is to put some
sky.
low touches into the whole
Midnight
overall
blue,
design.
tell
I
me
do this by
why
creating
I
a new
gotta
layer
try.
above everything and changing its blending mode into green. And then let's bring the soft rounded brush. Let's make it big like this. And maybe we can decrease the flow of the brush. And then I will pick some color. For example, let's pick this blue color and let's paint some glow effect in these areas, you know, and some other glow effects into the text from here. You can pick this orange color, some glow effects here. Let's pick this blue color from here and let's create some
Midnight
glow effects,
sneaking through my
other
door
British glow
again.
effects
Got
from
these
here,
tired
and
eyes
maybe
fixed on the
some
rain.
magenta.
Hearts in pieces scattered on
Create
the
some
floor.
moody
This old
glow
guitar,
effects
my
like
only
this.
paramour.
Nice. Now one final thing is to create curves adjustment layer, and let's make the whole image darker,
Street lights
and
flicker
then
in a ghostly
let's
glow.
paint
Lonely
over the
nights
important
everywhere I
areas,
go.
okay, with black.
Whiskey
So let's
bottle
get
lying on
black
its
color.
side. Dreams all tangled, got no place
And
to
let's
hide.
make the brush bigger.
Sing the blues like it's the only truth I know.
High flow, 100% flow. And now what I'm doing basically
Feel the beats
is
take me
to
where the
darken the
shadows
edges.
grow.
Okay, and to put the attention only.
Play the pain.
Okay,
from my
very nice. Now
fingers
our
to the
design is
sky.
complete. So if we want to save it, we will just go to File and
Tell
save
me
as
why
PSD
I
and
gotta
put it into
try.
anywhere we want. And after this, if you want to export it as a PNG or JPG, you can just export it with any
Echoes
size
linger
that
from
you
the
want and
chords I
then
strum.
save it.
Every
And
lonely
that's
note
it.
my
So
heart beating
today's
drum.
thumbnail design was an
Darkness
example for
whispers
maybe some
secrets in
gaming
my
channels,
ears, singing
exotic channels,
stories
you know.
only
You don't have to
midnight
create
can
like
hear.
thumbnails like this all the time, but this was just an example. But the key thing here is to understand the concepts that make a good thumbnail, okay? Think about creating curiosity gap, think about being clear and direct, and you can even take a screenshot from the YouTube main feed and you can test the final image into the screenshot and see
Sing
if
the
it's
blues
going
like
to
it's the
work or
only
not.
truth
Tweak
I
it a
know.
little bit until you are satisfied. The last thing, create contrasty,
Feel the
vivid
beats
colors,
take me where the
thumbnails that can grab
shadows
attention to the viewer. So yeah, I hope you found a good value in this
Play the
video. If you did, please hit the
from
like
my
button and subscribe
fingers
to
to
get
the
notified about